Out here with Chicago recording artist right now, a rising Chicago star right now, HBBENII. HB, we're gonna bring him in. First, he has his album out right now. It's called Old Soul, and it's really doing numbers out here in the streets right now. It's really doing numbers. Like he's like popping out here. He's bubbling. And I discovered this man out. I ran across him. I was like, "Ooh, nigga, who is that? Who is that?" Bro, he threw me for a surprise, threw me for a loop. It's been a beautiful thing, and I'm gonna get into the single off his album right now. It's called Aftermath. We're gonna listen to that real quick. That right there, that's Aftermath right there by HB. And we're gonna bring him right here on the camera right now.
Yo.
What's good, brother?
Good shit, chilling, man. Just watching you listen to that shit.
Oh yeah, dog. That shit slaps, bro.
Man.
Yeah, that slaps, dog. I'm really messing with that. The whole album rides, bro. It's a whole vibe. The whole album. it's like it's real gritty and gangster. But you talking some like real shit though. It ain't just killing 30 niggas on the track. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you actually spitting that real raw.
Yeah, give them the real. You feel me? Make them feel that shit.
Yeah. Can you get up a little bit closer to the camera, to the microphone?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
You hear me good now?
Yeah, you good.
All right.
Got my big face ass in here, nigga. Yeah, man. So yeah, I guess we'll get into it. Just tell us a little bit about yourself. How old are you?
I'm 22. Born in 99.
22?
You said what?
22? What was it like growing up in Chicago, man?
Chicago it's a beautiful city. You feel me? It depends on like who you around. You know what I'm saying? So depending on where you at, it's either you will go with a good life or one of them lives you had to struggle with type shit. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh yeah. I've been there before. Niggas stay downtown.
It's either you grew up from the project or the suburbs. So, I was a project kid. So you know how that go.
Okay, yeah, I know how that shit go. Yeah, I know how that go. Yeah, I'm from the projects too. But where I'm from, the projects, but it ain't like the Chicago projects though, man. But it's I met some real cool cats though, some real solid dudes there though, for real.
Yeah,
real solid people there.
You gonna meet some real niggas out here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's rare in Chicago. It's not too many real niggas in Chicago.
Yeah, it is. There's some real niggas for real. Yeah, man. So like, what were like some things you like doing like growing up out there? Did you hoop or something?
You said, say that again?
So what were some things that you like doing growing up out there? Were you like hooping or anything? Sports or anything?
Like growing up, playing football, hooping, all type of shit. Like,
I see you was nasty out there.
It was like in Chicago when you in that one area, it's always a routine every day. So I used to always get up and hoop, play ball, work out. Then you know what I'm saying? Like before I started smoking, but get up every day, hoop, play ball. You know what I'm saying? And go in the crib, play the game. You know what I'm saying? It was a routine every day. Like growing up is now, like now, it's different, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, are they even hooping out there anymore like that? Because I know when I was growing up, that's all we did was like play basketball, football, video game, the same thing.
For real.
Yeah, shit's real now, man. So who were some of your music influences?
I grew up off 50. Tupac, NWA, shit like that. I always grew up on like Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Nas, DMX. Like
you talking to me now, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I grew up off them, but mostly 50. Like, man, like, I grew up like that was my favorite rapper. So everything was 50. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it ain't one of them playing, I'm playing 50.
Yeah. I know. That was my dog back then, man. I was a G-Unit soldier. I thought I was in G-Unit, nigga. I had the shirts and everything, man. All the clothing, man. I really thought I was about that now.
Had
With
the
the heat
game,
cocking and dumping.
had the 50 Cent bulletproof game, all that shit.
What's that?
I had the whole game, the 50 Cent, the bulletproof. That came out
Yeah.
on PS. That shit was on PS2.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, yeah.
Kept buying that motherfucker. Every time we broke it, we bought a new one.
Yeah, dog. I mean, it's crazy though about 50 Cent, man. He was really like a marketing genius, man. Like,
oh man, smart as hell. Smart as hell.
he created a lifestyle. Like he was like a real deal, like rapping Scarface. Like,
he wasn't
if you
nobody.
could,
That nigga was a massacre. He wasn't nobody to like fuck with in that time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he still ain't nobody to fuck with now, because look what he doing. He number one.
Right.
You feel me? He number one on TV shows and shit. So, you know, either
whatever
way
he
it goes,
touches gold.
one of them levels you don't want to fuck with.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, he like the nigga sold water, bro. He sold water, fam. He sold water, water, vitamin water, man. He sold water. He's cold, bro.
And then, you know how he be with the trolling shit. You know, so you know he always gonna be him.
Right. Yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
Exactly.
And yeah, you said Tupac and shit too. Yeah, I like Tupac and Jay-Z.
Yeah, Pac.
Yeah.
See about Pac. I look up like what he did, like everything he was doing in his career type shit. So I look up to him like I be looking up Pac, smart as hell. Like he was too ahead of time. So that's why he had to leave too soon type shit. So
yeah, he was a revolutionary poet. Is what he was. Yeah, he was big.
He was like ahead of time.
He what?
He was ahead of time. I feel like
he was, man. He was. You know, he kind of remind me of like a Chicago cat, Fred Hampton, man. That's who he really like.
Yeah.
Fred Hampton on the beat.
Yeah, like this nigga, it was different. It was like the nigga, the way he write, like the shit he just say. That's why I be trying to tell motherfuckers like, y'all gotta get them lyrics. Y'all gotta get them lyrics, y'all vocabulary up, cause these niggas sounded like
bro.
Back then, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they had it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you could learn a couple things from a song type shit. Nowadays,
for real.
It ain't like that no more.
Yeah, I know. Like one of my favorite songs about Tupac, it ain't even like one of his like more famous songs at all. It's a song called "Never Had a Friend Like Me." Man, that's a hard ass song, and content wise,
it be different songs like that you never heard. You would think like when they released this shit, whole time it been out, but you just never heard it. Like it'd be some other shit I still like didn't hear to this day, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, when this go about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
he got that type of
he got a catalog.
Yeah, like the cadence, everything, like the flow, all that. Like it's not the same. Like it's just it's not the
the music's changed though. It's definitely changed a whole lot.
His delivery is different. Every soul, like delivery is different as hell. Like
yeah, bro. Yeah. And nigga pocket out, he got out there singing them hymns on him.
Man.
I ain't no killer, but don't push me.
Yeah.
I fuck with that. He got soul, man.
Yep.
And so what are so like when did you start rapping? Like at what age?
I started rapping at 19. It was like
4 projects.
Man, it
already.
It started off by me like smoking weed. I wouldn't say like smoking weed influenced me to start rapping, but it made music. It sounded like 80 times better. Like, you know, when you get high, you listen to the song, you be like, damn, this shit's smack. Like, you hear everything, like, you hear every key, every tone. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? You be more into it. So it just made me more into that shit. Like, damn, I started listening to music more when I started smoking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, I always been around people that was like doing music, and I had family members that was rapping that was always trying to get me to do that shit. But I ain't think I was gonna never take that shit that serious. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but once I got like, I did my first album when I was 19. And then after that, I did a deluxe album when I was 20.
What was the name of those albums? Are they out?
My first album.
Yeah, you have them out on any platforms?
My first album, I dropped it in 2019. It's called To Be Continued. And then my second album, I dropped it like later on, like next year type shit, to just have something out. And I just did a deluxe to that type shit because it was like that album still hit, like, so I just did a deluxe to it. And then after that, I dropped the same year I dropped the deluxe album, I dropped another album, like a little mixtape album with like 7-8 songs.
Yeah.
It was a studio session. It was just a studio session, and I just dropped something after that. So I dropped that my deluxe album in March, and I dropped my studio sessions. I dropped that in June. So it was a couple months apart. Like, it wasn't that far type shit. So I just
I've heard that one.
Out, you know,
and that was fucking hard too. The studio sessions, man. Yeah, because that was on Apple Music and Spotify and shit. That's where, you know, where I go to get all the, you know, do all the music and the playlist and stuff and everything. Yeah. So, like, yes, I'm religiously on that. Yeah, bro. I'm like, nigga, what? Only 2 years of rapping, bro?
Yeah, like,
bro, that shit is crazy, bro.
I feel like it started off with education, because you got to have, like, certain shit you got to say that make people feel that shit in their chest. They got to feel it from here. So that's what I've been working on when I first started, like, because I was always thinking, like, if you don't say it with your chest, they ain't gonna feel how you feel. Like, you gotta say how you feel. Like, when you go to the studio, right, like, tell them, like, you know, tell them the real. Like, tell them, like, be you, be yourself. Like, you yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just put that shit on the mic. You know what I'm saying?
Right, unapologetically like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope as hell though, that you. I mean, cause I can tell by like your craft, man. I can tell you take this shit serious, man. And that's what I like. And you put the quality out that you do, doing all that, bro. Because I mean, like the bars and the lyrics, like, and everything that you're saying, it's just like gritty, grimy, like, get it.
Yeah,
you know, like I feel that delivery's nasty.
Yeah, you gotta. I feel like my lyrics will make a motherfucker want to stand up. Like, okay,
yeah,
like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah,
they feel like, that, nigga.
Yeah,
right there,
like,
nigga.
Yeah, like,
in my left titty. Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah.
Sometimes
and I'm gonna ask you a few like quick questions, some little this or that. You know what I mean? The little you digs, a little this or that.
Right.
So you're a Chicago cat, right?
Yeah, exactly.
D Rose or AD?
D Rose. I ain't even gonna cap to you. I gotta go with D Rose. D Rose.
yeah, he's a legend. Yeah, he's a guy.
How many MVPs Anthony Davis got?
What's that?
How many MVPs Anthony Davis got?
He ain't got none.
Exactly.
He ain't got none.
But he got a ring though. We give him that.
He do got a ring. You do got a ring.
But Rose got MVP the first year he came, right?
I think he did win the MVP as a rookie.
Yeah.
Was he the first one or the second one of all time to do it?
I think he was one of the first point guards to
first point guard for sure.
Rookie year already early. You know
yeah, because I think the only other person to do it, I want to say it was Moses Malone. I might be wrong. There was a rookie that won MVP. I want to say, I might be wrong though. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, that's legend. That's legendary though. I mean,
straight legendary. Like, I'm not knocking Anthony Davis, but D Rose was the first one.
Oh yeah,
coming out of Chicago too.
Yeah, he was real nice. He was real nice.
Nice.
You ever see a movie there? It was called Hoop Dreams.
You said, have I seen the movie?
Yeah, it was called Hoop Dreams. It was made in Chicago. Like, this was like in the early 90s. It was like one of my favorite like basketball documentaries like ever.
No, I don't think I watched that. I was always like watching shit like Rose, what he doing, like, you know how they be just being like reality, like TV, when they just doing their workouts. I was watching when he first injured himself. Like, I was watching the episode. They got episodes. It's the episodes with Rose on YouTube when he injured. Like, when he tore his ACL, he was getting back good and shit. I was watching them episodes type shit. Like, I was a Rose fan like a motherfucker. Like, that's my nigga.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at us. So yeah, put me onto something. And I'll tell you too, like, go check out Hoop Dreams too, because like that shit was It was a documentary about there's these two high school kids. One of the names was like Arthur Agee, and I forgot what the other kid's name was. But they followed them. They went into the it was a private school that Isaiah Thomas played at, and he's like the GOAT there. And Isaiah Thomas hooped there, and then these two kids, they brought them in on scholarships and shit when they were young. And it shows like their life and stuff, like how they're like growing up like in the projects, like growing up hard. One of them ended up having like a kid and shit in high school, and they're still going like to play basketball at Marquette. It just follows them throughout their career. Like it's a dope basketball documentary. Hoop Dreams.
Yeah, I think I need to watch that then, because you're putting me on game now.
Yeah, that's a dope, and that's a real hoop classic right there.
Bro.
Shit, yeah. I got all subject of that because I really like Hoop Dreams. That was my show. I love that. Yeah. So who you got here, Biggie or Pac?
All right, let me get. I done had this question before. I think I got this question before, but I feel like Pac more lyrical, and Biggie is more a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I definitely get what you're saying.
Tupac was more sending messages. Biggie was a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
storylines and Biggie still had storylines though, but he more of a punchliner than Tupac was.
No, he wasn't exactly.
What, you don't think so?
I give it to